It's a rule to put crown over the root canal tooth, protect it from cracking and from being very brittle, because especially molars sustain a lot of pressure of forces of mastication, and sometimes they crack. In a good way, when still restored with crown.
I have a couple of root canals on somewhere.
Mhm.
So long already that I have really no clue anymore, even though I'm forgetful anyway. I probably wouldn't know if it was last year either. And n- this this these two teeth never ever got a crown or a cap, as you guys call it, also on it. And yet every dentist will tell you when you do a root canal, you gotta cap it, you gotta put a crown on it, otherwise it splits. So since I have it already 20, 30, 40 years, I really don't know. It's a long time. I think it was before I met my wife or right about there. And I'm there 36 years from marriage. It's about in that time. And and so is that just a sales pitch from you guys to make more money to put this crown on it? Because obviously nothing bad happened to me.
Okay, let me tell you, you got so lucky. You
So
got
of course I got lucky.
a miracle.
I have a wonderful wife for 36 years. Of course I'm lucky. I know that. You know, what does that have to do with my crown?
Okay, you lucky two ways. You got a wonderful family and your wife. And another way you got lucky that your root canal teeth never broke. Um, because my practice, I see every day multiple patients come and they complain, "Oh my God, I'm sorry, I never put crown on a root canal teeth and it's broke. Now it's too late." Unfortunately, root canal teeth, they become dry because they're dead. There is no nerve and there is no blood vessels. They become just very fragile.
Right.
That's why we in United States it's a rule to put crown over the root canal tooth, protect it from cracking and from being very brittle, because especially molars teeth in the back sustain a lot of pressure of forces of mastication, and sometimes they crack. And sometimes crack in a good way when still restored with the crown, or sometimes it's in a bad way, then it's a vertical fracture, and unfortunately we have to extract the tooth and do the implant. It's a different scenarios.
I see.
So you are very lucky.
Well, so the crown for all purpose is a little bit like an insurance for something potentially quite
Protecting
could
the
happen.
tooth. It's protecting your investment, which is root canal that you
Yeah,
invest
yeah.
many your time and money, and crown is insurance that protects your investment, basically.
Okay. So it's not just a money-making sales pitch.
Absolutely not.
Promise.
Believe me, dentists have so many services to provide that this is not
You
the
don't
same.
you don't need that, Angie. Is that what you're saying?
Absolutely, yeah.
Well, all right. It's good to know. That's really good to know. Okay. Well,
We're enjoying
well,
more aesthetic work like veneers and other stuff than putting crowns. It's a routine. It's not something that
mm,
excites us at that point forward.
fine. Well, what I like about what I heard you and which is true, you mentioned, um, we keep hearing the word $1 million smile, be it Julia Robertson, be it Tom Cruise, whatever, right? And the truth of the matter is, these people, it's almost $1 billion smile. That's how much money they make with it. You know what I'm saying? But to us normal mortals, it is that job. It is getting that girlfriend. It is, it just is wonderful. It is getting when you're a waitress or a bank guy, it is getting that tip as a waitress and getting that. It's, the whole world. And this is something I'm almost an expert on it because I've worked in, 16 or 17 countries. And one thing I noticed, you smile to a person or they smile to you, and you can't help but smiling back. It's just a wonderful thing. We might not understand whatever it is, but you mentioned your grandfather kind of like introducing you to this field in a very, very subtle way. Um, it's you go anywhere in the world and a mom puts on a table with food, and if the guest is smiling, she is the happiest person in the world, and even if 9 teeth are missing, her smile is still kind of like good. But if the 9 teeth wouldn't be missing, it's just like it is gorgeous. There is a difference. You see people with not such a nice smile, they always know it, or they think they know it. They run around like this, and their self-confidence, they have no clue how much. Let's just take the measurable shit, the money, which is, how much of that they're losing because they cannot talk to people in a very open way. And that is what really that you hit on that topic, and you mentioned that it's so true. You know, the personal happiness with a smile. You guys do help people. So thank you.
It's
Something
well,
to say?
yes, I just want to say a smile is like a key that opens a lot of doors. And it's
Absolutely.
not the smile itself, it's how people carry themselves, how they feel about themselves, gives them self confidence. Because it's truly not the Julia Roberts for smile, it's her personality, it's her talent, it's her being open to smile.
Right. It's
Like
what I
she
said,
has
like,
nothing to
it's your
hide.
withholding. If you're withholding, it's just so, and yet when you're like forward and like, I'm here, and it starts, however, with this thing. I
It's
mean,
action, and that's how people perceive themselves. First of all, that how other see you, and it's your reflection of yourself, basically. So
it's
that's why the smile is the key, and it opens many, many doors. It can be
many, many.
personal life, it can be girlfriend or boyfriend, it can be a new job, it can be new opportunity, because you just feel yourself differently, you carry yourself differently, and you becoming more open to the world.
Absolutely. And by the way, uh, and you probably agree with it. You have 3 children, you have a family. Um, it's not just that new girlfriend. After 37 years, when my wife smiles at me or I smile at her, we notice it. It's beautiful.
Of course.
It's beautiful. It rekindles literally what happened 36 years ago. It just does that. And with a good smile, you will be able to do that all the time. Dr. Sawyer, thank you very much. We'll speak again.